Reitanna, Seishin, Reitanna is here. And now a public service announcement from Reitanna Seishin.
Wal-Greens, making your life more difficult. こんばんは、私はレイタナです。これはゴーディプス。今日は2月7日です。今日は火曜です。幼稚園、雨が降っています。It's funny, I realized that Japanese backwards still sounds like Japanese. So, I'm wearing candy for the first time since I was 18. Let me tell you, it feels kind of strange, but I kind of miss it. I miss wearing all this stuff. It's awesome, it's colorful, and it's shaky. So, there is no cartoon today. As you can see, I kind of felt like being a little Harajuku today. Basically, the way that I would dress if I didn't have the life that I have with a job and stoof and no time to do anything at all. Because that's the only reason why I stopped wearing candy was because of my job. And I just don't have time to, look like this all the time. I put the ribbon on Goldie Plus. Okay, so, no cartoon this week. I've had, because we're on a hiring freeze, so we lost 2 people unexpectedly, so I've been having, 40-hour weeks, which is good for my paycheck and not good for my time. So, no cartoon. I've been trying to take it easy. It's not working. But I finished my snow globe. Okay. So, it was kind of leaking, so I had to, take the stuff out and then put it back in after trying to, fix it as best I can. So, believe it or not, snow globes do not have water in them. No, they have baby oil. Because when I put the water in, the glitter floated at the top and stuck to the walls. So I got baby oil and ta-da! It's so pretty, it's sparkly. It's really lightweight glitter. It takes forever to fall down, but that's cool. And some of the glitter actually sticks at the crevices on the bottom, so I kind of just have to shake it. It's just, nah, 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 nah. So, since there is no cartoon, let's move on to
The top 5 videos of the week.
So, we go ahead and do watch the videos. Do watch the videos. Do. Rolling from the top 5 videos of the week right into
That's a quote. Awesome.
So today's quote is actually one of my favorites. Let's go. It goes, it'd be like, ye find yourself in yon dungeon. Ye see a flask. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis. And you'd be all like, get ye flask. And it'd say, you can't get ye flask. And you just have to sit there and imagine why on earth you can't get ye flask. I love that one. So one of my lovely Reitannites asked me to list some stupid shit that customers have said. And so I compiled a list of 10 stupidest things that customers have said to me. And they're in no particular order because I was too lazy to put them in particular order. Okay, so the first one I wrote was, I had a smoker come in to buy cigarettes. And at the time the suggestive sale was gum. And I said, so would you like any gum? I didn't say it like that, of course. And he goes, seriously, he seriously goes, gum causes cancer. And I was like, okay. Another one that I have, is you've probably heard me kind of mention this before, is I like your rainbow hair. Now, of course, you can't see my hair because it's under a wig, but my hair is blue and pink. Yeah. Blue and pink. Rainbow. You've heard me talk about that before. So the third one is, and I probably mentioned this before too, is there's a machine to the third register, and there's a machine to the second register. I'm at the second register. The bags are over here, and the receipt printer thing is over here. I stand over here just to lead people over here. The third register machine is only used during Christmas. So on the machine, I put the little sign that says use machine to the left. And instead of sitting there and reading the big white square with the big black letters on it, they slide and go, "Is this machine broken?" Face palm. Okay, so number 4, it was a guy. And I go, "Hello, can I help you today?" Not like that, of course. And he goes, "Where can I find toothbrushes?" And I go, "It's on aisle 8, on your left." Yeah, on your left. And so he goes, and a couple minutes later he comes back and he goes, "I didn't find any toothbrushes. All I saw was frozen food." Okay, so the first part of 8 is frozen food. The second part of 8 is dental stuff. It's all on 8. And I go, "You have to walk a little further past the frozen foods." And he's like, "Oh." I told Mike about it, and he's like, and now, oh yes, okay, so I had some customers who were buying some makeup or something, and they were buy one, get one half off, and so, you know, I rang it all up, and they were like, "I thought those were buy one, get one half off," and I'm like, "They are." And she's like, "Well, that seems a little too high." So I show the receipt that it says BGLP next to the buy one, get one half off. That's what it means when it's either buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one free. I was like, that means it's buy one, get one half off. And she's like, "Well, where does it take it off?" I'm like, "After the transaction goes through, it'll show you where it took off." She's like, "Well, I thought it was buy one, get one half off." And I was like, "It is. That will take off, and it will show at the bottom of the receipt after the transaction goes through." And she goes, where does it say that it's buy one, get one half off?" And I was like, "The BGLP means it's buy one, get one half off." And she's like, "Well, why isn't it taking it off?" And I'm like, "Okay, just trust me. Put your card through, and I will show you." She goes, "Well, I just want it buy one, get one half off." And I'm like, "Please, please." Well, in my head, I'm like, "Please, lady, just go away. Take your stupid somewhere else." So that was that. And finally, she put the transaction through, and I was able to show her at the bottom of the receipt which ones were buy one, get one half off. She was like, "Oh, leaving the store." Okay, next is, of course, I know that people who work at CVS and Rite Aid probably get the same thing. "Do I need my CVS card?" We work at Walgreens. We're at Walgreens, and they ask CVS card. Where do you think you are? I'm a little worried because you don't have any idea where you are. And I'm sure you guys at CVS have the same problem with people coming in and going, "Oh, I'm at Walgreens." Yeah. Next, I had this customer who wanted us to write a rain check for a register reward item, and we can't do that because we can't do that. That's against our coupon policy. She goes, "Well, CVS and Rite Aid does it. Why don't you do it?" It's like, lady, because we're not CVS or Rite Aid. We are Wal-Fuckin-GREENS. Oh yeah, and there was this lady, there was a package of the duck build clips that you use for, you know, hairdressing. It had like 4 of them. She goes, "How much for just one?" Well, you can't buy just one. You have to buy the entire package. Yeah. Oh yeah, yesterday there was a lady who had a register reward for $2, and when you use a register reward, it needs to be $2 or more, or the amount more than the register reward before tax. And so it was under $2, and she was like, "Well, can't you just take the other $1 off my card?" Off her gift card. And we're like, "No, you have to buy some. That's how it, God. And then the last one is, there's bread, and there's little stickers on it, little tiny white stickers with the expiration date. Then under the bread on the shelf is the price. The guy, white and English speaking, perfectly, looks at the expiration date tag and goes, "Oh my God, this bread is $213? Completely serious." And I go, "No, that expires on February 13th. This big one, this big sign right here, that's the price." He goes, "Oh." So there you go. 10 things that customers have said to me that was entirely and utterly idiotic. Stupid! Stupid! Now real quickly, for those of you who like Japanese horror movies, I wanted to list off my favorite Japanese horror movies. So there's one called Zoo, which is a movie with a bunch of short little movies in it. Audition, which honestly, the very end of the movie, I'm sitting here like this. I'm basically just listening to it or covering the screen and just having the subtitles visible to me because that's, yeah. Then there's Chakushinari, which you might know. The American version is One Missed Call. It sucked. If you did not like One Missed Call, then you should probably watch Chakushinari because, again, Hollywood killed a good Japanese horror movie. And then there's the sequels, Chakushinari 2 and Chakushinari 3. 3 was just comical. Then there's Dark Water. And then there's Forbidden Siren, which I almost feel like the video game Siren was a little bit based after, because there's a lot of similarities, but there's still a lot of differences. Furai is good. There's Suicide Club, and then the sequel, Noriko's Dinner Table. There's Stacy Attack of the Zombie Schoolgirls, which is hilarious, and it's super gory, too. There's Ju-on and Ju-on 2, which you'll know as The Grudge. There's Cairo, which you'll know as Pulse. I think Hollywood made an American version of that, too. There's Parasite Eve, which I don't remember if the movie or the video game came first, but whatever. Then there's Ringu, which is The Ring, Ringu 2, and Ringu 0. There's also Ryzen, which came before Ringu 2, but it was an utter epic failure and it sucked. So they pretended that didn't even exist and they made Ringu 2. Ringu 0 is what happened before The Ring. Then there's, Shudder is not Japanese, it's actually Thai. But I think they made an American version of that too. But that's a good movie. The Eye is a good one, but it's Chinese. The Eye 2 is good. Now there's Tomie, Another Face, Tomie Rebirth, Tomie Replay, Tomie Forbidden Fruit, and Uzumaki. Then there's also Goth. There was a couple others. The other ones that I like are on Netflix. One was Premonition. That one was really good. Retribution was good. Apartment 1308 was really good. Tales from the Dead was okay. It wasn't terrible. There's Ju-on, White Ghost, Black Ghost, which is 2 different movies that were pretty good. They weren't terribly scary, but they were pretty good. And then, of course, the Death Note, the 3 Death Note live-action movies. The Death Note 1, Death Note 2, and then the 3rd one is L Change the World, which is pretty good. So I thought I'd share that for those of you who like Asian horror movies. And Death Note doesn't really constitute as a horror movie, sort of. I don't really know, but it's still a good Japanese movie. Something just happened! I'm really hungry. I had sushi this morning, but, even though it made me super full, after a couple of hours, let's see, I had it when it was about 12 o'clock, and now it's almost 5 o'clock. I'm hungry! Yeah, so we're gonna say goodbye now. Onegai ga arimasu. Please enter the contest that ends on March 15th. I need more entries, you guys. You guys, more entries. I know you can do it. Dekimasu ka? Mochiron. Dekiru dake hayaku. あなたによろしく。来週はなってます。じゃあねー。疲れました。